Hello, this is Ross Treacle here, and in today's video I want to share with you some of the additional features of the REI Forms Generator. We've already reviewed the Colston method, which is creating a new file, and you know when you create a new file you select the investment strategy and then you enter a name for the file and then you click create a new file. Well, after you do that, that file is then saved. So the first feature that I want to go over with you is opening in an existing file. So to do that, on the top of the screen you can just see all the different files that I've already created using the REI Forms Generator. And what you do is you would just select that file, click open the selected file, and it opens it all for you. So that's all you have to do. Very, very simple. All the blanks and stuff that you enter the first time around are all saved. It's all there for you. It just makes the process a lot simpler. So if you need to open up a file that you've already created, you just come to this, you open an existing file, and blammo, you've got everything right there. It's perfect. The next feature that I want to show you is editing a master contract. You go click on this link, and I'll read all of these to you. It says add a custom contract, import a master contract for editing, edit, remove a custom contract, and then edit line information. So let's go to import a master contract for editing. So I would just select this. We're going to go with the agreement for deed. Click select, and the agreement for deed pops up. You can see the contract right here, which is all filled in with all of our blanks, and it's just right here. And so to edit it, you would just go in here. It's just like any word processing system, and you just type in the changes that you want to make. Very, 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 very simple. And then that's all you do. And I want to draw the attention to one thing really quickly. Obviously on this you've got the title of the contract, number of copies, and then where the contract is assigned as far as investment strategy, and then obviously the Save Form button. But within the contract, what I really want you to notice is that the blanks where it inputs information, let's highlight one of them right there. So the blanks, this is the way that all the blanks will look, and it looks like this. And I'll sound it out or spell it out for you. It says there's two open brackets, input INPUT, all in capital letters, semicolon, space, seller, then an underscore, name, and then two closed brackets. Now, if you're not familiar with all of this, it'll once you do it a few times, it'll become very, very easy. But when you're uploading a custom contract, this is very important to know. So let's just look at another one really quickly. The next one that is in this contract is the seller county. So it's going to be two open brackets, input, all in capital letters, semicolon, space, seller, underscore, county, two closed brackets. So that's what you're going to need to know when you go to upload your own custom contract. And that's the next thing that we're going to do, is we're going to show you how to do that. So add a custom contract. On this page you'll see that you can type in a name of the contract. So let's just do test contract right there. You can assign the default number of copies. Let's do 3. Then the next link that you'll see right here, it says open variable helper window. This will open a window that will show you all the blanks that we've already created. So you can type in buyer, so you have buyer name, all that. Seller, all the fields that start with seller. It pulls it up for you, and you select one, and it shows you how that variable will appear. So it's going to be seller underscore name. The two brackets or two open brackets, input, all in capital letters, semicolon, space, is going to be the same with any, and then obviously when you finish it off you want to do two closed brackets. That's going to be the same with every single blank, so it doesn't show you that, but this blank is going to be seller name. So let's just type that in, for example. Then you need to do the two open brackets, input, all in capital letters, semicolon, seller underscore name. Now that's what's going to appear right there. And then let's just say for an example that you could not find one of the blanks that you need in your contract. It should all be there, but if you could not find it, for example, that's not a problem. No reason to be concerned about it at all. You would just create your own. So input, semicolon, let's just say there is a buyer's real estate agent position, but let's just enter buyer real estate agent, close brackets. So it's input buyer underscore input colon space buyer underscore real underscore estate underscore agent, and then the closed brackets at the end and the open brackets at the beginning. So that's all you would do, and then you could come down here, assign the contract somewhere, submit your query, and then the next thing you would go to, you can go to edit and remove that custom contract. So here it is. I just created it. Let's just open it up so I can show you this. Here's the name of that contract again. The variable helper window, you can add a description of the contract, but you see it saved the seller name, that input, and then that new one I created is right there, and I'm going to show you how we can edit that to make it easier for you. The number of copies, 3 that I entered. It's assigned to seller financing like it should be. So that's all you do for that, and then let's just click on that Save Form button. The next thing that you're going to see is edit line information. So remember how we did that buyer real estate agent? Well, here it is, buyer real estate agent, right there. And then so I would type in buyer real estate agent. It's on page 2. Don't change that. You don't want to mess with that at all. Helpful instructions. So let's say enter the buyer's real estate agent into this field, and then I can use a calendar, I can use a $sign, I can use a large input box. Obviously none of those will apply to this, but that is how you can create your own custom contract. And obviously it's important that you come to this step and assign your blanks if you've created your own new blanks. It's really that simple. You've assigned it to an investment strategy, and then you'll come back to this page, and that's all you need to know. And when you come back here and you select your investment strategy the next time around, that contract will then print up with those files, and it'll ask you for the new blanks if you've done it. So those are some of the some of the additional features of the REI Forms Generator. Obviously the upload a custom contract is a little bit more of an advanced feature, but I would think it's safe to say, if I was a betting man, that if you did this with one contract, if you went in and filled it in, you would get very familiar with the format, and you'd be able to do it pretty quickly with the rest of the contracts that you need to upload. I wasn't familiar with this, and I've uploaded now over 100 contracts to the system. It's very simple to do once you grasp a few basic things. So the system's very easy, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And the first thing, or what I want to advise you is, on Friday when we open this thing up, what I want you to do is I want you to come in here and start playing around with it and do these things. And obviously, you know, if you're not really creating the contract that you need, be sure to come back here, and when you go to edit, remove a custom contract, you select that, and then you go down and you delete it if it's just something that you're playing around with, and it'll delete that contract so it'll never come up again. But I would just play around with it really quickly. You'll see that it's very, very easy to understand and very, very easy to use. And just test it out for a few days. Test it out over the weekend. I definitely think that you're going to fall in love with this system. It's very easy to use. You can upload your own custom contracts pretty simply. You know, again, then that's the most advanced feature that we have. So I'm fairly confident that you'll be able to grasp that pretty quickly. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave your comments below this video for me. I'll be checking in on those and responding through those throughout the day. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great one. Bye.